Ain't no way Diddy did all that.
Nah.
When a nigga got 100 charges, how you let him get to 100?
Right.
If you really gave a fuck at charge 2, you would have been at his door. How the nigga get to 200 sexual assaults and ain't nobody do nothing about it? This is. At first I'm like, oh, Diddy is crazy, but no, the system is foul, bro.
Yeah, it is.
Imagine being the 50th person he took it from. That motherfucker probably don't think nobody care about him. Like it's 49 other people that got y'all gonna wait till he gets to me? It took 50 motherfuckers for y'all to give a fuck? Imagine being the 50th nigga Diddy got, man.
You said it was over 200, right?
That nigga gonna do a mass shooting before he died. 50?
50. You said it was like 200, right? So they didn't
It's
even care
200
after.
I'm pretty sure 49 and 50 was in the same room.
Oh, man.
49 and 50 was they was twins.
Yeah.
That was a package deal. Like if you don't get him, you got to get me, Diddy. We both want a deal.
That's Tuesday.
Yeah, he dove on the pile. He got 5 people at one time.
I don't believe in this type of justice.
But if I pee on a person, it's like not okay.
Well, yeah.
Well, what if I'm peeing and Huey's in the bathroom and I accidentally pee on Huey? Should I go to jail? What the hell would I be doing in the bathroom while you're in the bathroom? This equation.
I don't think that's...
I see piss coming, I move. She saw piss coming, she stayed.
Yeah, really know if this is my last time. But what I know is I'm feeling just fine. My life is like a red carpet. And I'm feeling like the richest millionaire. This is my local mayor. And I'm the biggest star around here.
What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscribe or die trying. You see the thumbnail. More importantly, you saw the clip. MeToo, the MeToo movement made me a skeptic. And there's various reasons. Maybe I'm a hypocrite or maybe I'm enabling. But I'm gonna say this. I remember having people make false allegations on me as a person on a few occasions. And I saw how easy you can do it and there's no repercussions. So, and I've seen it when a person wants to get money out of another person, so they make this whole thing up. And then they implement you in it as, hoping that if somebody squeezes you, you're going to go with the lie on the other person because you can't, quote unquote, handle the pressure. And for me, it just made me dislike the person even more. Another occasion, mental illness. That's the basic. That's what it was. But moving forward, when the Me Too movement first started happening, I understood the whole casting couch, taking, people taking advantage of other people or whatever. But then it just shifted. And once it shifted, I'm like, I'm not believing none of this stuff now. Because it went from people who things happened years ago to people being involved in all these crazy events. And especially when it came to like black people, black celebrities, they kept moving the goalposts and everything kept being an issue. Sitting and talking to somebody was an issue, or somebody talking to you is an issue. Having a conversation was an issue. You get what I'm saying? Think about, Cuba Gooding Jr. He said some wild things drunk publicly. I get it. I remember the Michael Irvin situation. Some of y'all don't remember y'all talking about Joy Taylor right now, but y'all forgot the incident with Marshall Falk, and it's the same scenario. The hairdresser said some things, it's going down, whatever. And the Bill Cosby thing happened, and the way it happened was suspect. Somebody says a joke, and now the joke becomes funny in national news, and then you hear all these comedians and all these people, oh, I've been hearing about that for years and years and years and years and years. And that's the other thing, especially like with us as Black Americans, I've noticed that you've seen this thing where people swear to God that they've been knowing this person's been up to no good for years, but but they never did anything about it. You know what I'm saying? And the same people that are saying this person's up to no good have publicly admitted things that they've done that's no good. And it's like, wait a minute, are you like, is everybody throwing their issue on this person or that person? And sometimes, I looked at it like a money grab because I saw, not just the conspiracy theory of this person tried to buy this and now all of a sudden, because with the Bill Cosby thing, he was trying to buy NBC again and he got charges. And then fast forward with the Diddy thing. It's like, oh yeah, he was in a lawsuit because he got screwed over by this liquor company. And you can't ignore it. You get what I'm saying? But people just ignore it. And then the flip side of that is using those two as an example. Once you have this conversation where, Bill Cosby, bad, bad, bad. We swear he been doing stuff for years. And then you see multiple people lying on him. And it's proven that they're lying on him, but everybody goes with, he got to be guilty. And let me back up with Black America. We, like to make people more guilty than they are for entertainment. And we don't keep the same energy when we find out, oh, this person really got played or set up, or they actually just threw too much at him. So, and the reason I'm going is because when you compare Bill Cosby with Jeffrey Epstein, it's like it's night and day. Now when you compare Diddy with the Abercrombie and Fitch thing, and it's happening at the same time, it's night and day. And then the comedian Craig was talking about it. I'm like, yeah, man, it went from grown women to teenage girls to grown women to grown men and grown women and I'm like, wait a minute, dog. I get underage. I definitely get that. That's a definite problem. But what I don't get is now consenting adults aren't consenting adults anymore. You know what I'm saying? So that becomes, it's like, okay, so dating, trafficking, flying people out, trafficking, parties, trafficking, with all consenting adults, by the way. You know what I'm saying? People getting caught, like the crazy thing, even with the R. Kelly thing, he's basically in jail for being on tour and having a bunch of girlfriends and flying them out. Now, and I'm not talking about the thing, the tape back in the day with the teenage girl. That's not what I'm talking about at all. But that's what he's in jail for now. It's not the teenage girl tape that all of y'all was watching, which makes most of y'all criminals too, by the way. But I just watched it 7 times, whatever. But as adults, now being with adults is illegal. And it's like, and even with him, I'm like, I tell my wife, I said, when it comes to people in their catalog, something is crazy. Like Michael Jackson died, catalog issue. People don't know catalog, like getting paid, for his royalties or whatever, because he owned half of Sony at that time. Prince died, it was a catalog issue. People wanted the rights to his stuff that he wound up owning because he had his masters. And then I said, R. Kelly, I already know his master's coming back to him. I already know that. But he's going through all of these issues, people stealing from him and this, that, and the third. And it's like, Diddy. And I'm not excusing people doing wild stuff because I've seen people do wild stuff. I've heard people do wild stuff. And, because I didn't believe the Diddy Cassie thing until I saw the tape because I'm like, don't make no sense. And even when I saw the tape, I'm like, she running off with stuff, bro. I'm not saying he should have put his hands on her, but it's a reason why they didn't call the cops. It wasn't just she got beat in the hallway and he did it. She was running out, and I'm 9 times out of 10, she was running out with his stuff, like some money, some jewelry, and it would have been a felony on her and a felony on him. If he would have said, yo, this is my she took this, and this, and it equals this amount of money. So that's how I looked at it. I could be wrong, but that's how I looked at it. And now, I making fun of what Craig was talking about. It's like, where are all these people coming from? Because this is the crazy part, and this is why I say it's an issue. Every time this happens, there's a gang of people that know, and there's a gang of people who are involved, and there's a gang of people who are around, and then there's this mysterious people who have all of these anonymous accounts, and it's like, wait a minute, bro, I was there, I heard. So what you see? Well, I ain't really see nothing. I heard some rumors. Okay, they was there. Yeah, what we was doing? You know what I'm saying? What was going on that was so illegal? And it's like, and then let me say it this way. Then when you have these crazy documentaries, you know what I'm saying? And I say this with black men in particular. There's always this with black men in particular. If there's an accusation of a crime, now it's going to be a TV story. Now it's going to be a quick documentary with a bunch of people that can't be verified, or a bunch of rumors, and this person can't necessarily sue somehow for defamation because they black, and the lawyers and whatnot and the judges are not going to go as defamation because they black, because you can't have a whole damn show going on while somebody's in trial, and when you find out, oh, it was a lie, nothing happens. I remember that happening. You can start with OJ. He was innocent, but there's been movies and documentaries of him being guilty ever since. So people say he's guilty, right? You got the Chris Brown thing. You had it on, like, what is that? CSI or SVU, one of them, Law and Order, one of them shows. They did a spoof for that, right? It's like wild stuff is going on. I'm like, wait a minute, dog. What are we doing? What are we really doing? The R. Kelly thing. Best thing was, Dave Chappelle made it funny, basically. The Bill Cosby thing, well, not the R. Kelly thing. Dave Chappelle made it funny, and the Boondocks had it. The Bill Cosby thing, I remember being on Black Dynamite, the cartoon, and some other, I forget with other stuff. Like people was, making jokes and going viral while it was going, and then they had all the 2020 things, and it was weird. The R. Kelly, surviving R. Kelly while the trial's going on. It's like, wait, not Diddy. It's surviving Diddy. Why? I'm thinking to myself, bro, I'm starting to be skeptical, because a lot of times there's really no concrete evidence. There's just a gang of jokes, rumors, and anonymous people. So and it's like, well, why don't you, if it really went down, why don't you come out? And it's like, and it used to be like, yo, man, it's too many people saying the same story. Where there's smoke, there's fire. And I was like, at some point, I'm like, yeah, that has a degree of truth. But dang, like, what if you have a bunch of liars? Is there smoke? Where there's smoke, there's fire, with 30 people coming out and 25 of them being liars, or 15 of them being liars. Like, is that anything? Because it's the same thing even with the Jay-Z thing. They try to implement Jay-Z. Dang it, I missed. And it's like, come on, dog. Like, for me, I'm skeptical. I'm just skeptical. And like, maybe it's me. You tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace. Well, hold up. Let me say this. The other thing is, if somebody was doing bad business dealings, I see it as they screwed people over in business. So now we're going to the MeToo thing to get you locked up as a form of revenge. It ain't got to be true. You get what I'm saying? But I'm going to ride this wave because I just want you to pay for what you did to me. So it's like a lot of this stuff, it doesn't, for me, it doesn't come off as actually genuinely a serious issue. Because for one, if it was that serious, y'all been covering up these issues for 20, 30 years. with all of these random anonymous people. It just don't make sense. But that's just my opinion. Now I'm done, man. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace.
All I ask is when you lay your head on that pillow at night, know I gave you everything I had.